Sheila Tinney was the first Irish woman to receive a PhD in mathematical sciences. A contemporary of Einstein, she was widely recognised as one of the best physicists in the country. She developed the first maths courses on quantum mechanics at UCD and taught the subject to generations of students there.
One of the things that struck me when we were gathering photographs for this project was how on the reverse you had Professor this and Doctor that, and you had Miss Tinney, even though she was a doctor as well. That was how she was listed, Miss Power, as she was at that stage. Miss S. Power, not Dr. S. Power. It was a long time before she was actually made an associate professor in UCD, and certainly we remember people saying that that should have happened years earlier. That said, Mummy never complained or saw herself as some kind of a victim. There is one Professor Emeritus who has a lovely story about how she was being passed over and how Mummy said, yes, that's all very unfair, but what you need to do now is keep that big smile on your face and sit down and write another book, and then they won't be able to pass you over any longer. I think she just took it in her stride, that would be her phrase, that maybe if she hadn't been a woman, she would have had more recognition and earlier.
In order to try to reflect Sheila Tinney's life in one painting, artist Vera Clute has arranged to meet the scientist's children so as to uncover a sense of her character firsthand.
It's great to see such an age range. Just trying to figure out what age you portray someone.
That's an interesting question.
Any age, but I suppose since she didn't change that much, it's kind of easier to find sort of a middle ground.
And the hair was always big. It was like a halo around her there.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I could see that from the photos. She looks very approachable and not arrogant or anything, which, you know, she could have been with the success that she had.
Absolutely.
I also like this photograph because she's between two very famous and noted physicists, Paul Dirac, and this, I think, is Arthur Eddington.
Yes.
So it's wonderful to see her there.
She looks, I don't know, she looks a bit shy or something there.
Yes.
I don't think that's reflective of her personality, is it?
I think she had that side. Yeah, we're both agreeing. We're both agreeing on that.
That side.
I would have thought she was quite confident because in most of the photos she has a very steady gaze, doesn't she? And she doesn't have that awkward camera face. Some people they put in an awkward smile because they're insecure.
Yes.
But I think she may have been very confident and comfortable in the mathematical, in the science setting. Yeah. So in that kind of setting, she may have felt this is part of the whole process.
How do you think she'd feel about getting her portrait done now for this purpose? Would she be comfortable with it?
Well, she had a little expression that she used to use. It's kind of disappeared now. I think she would have been tickled pink by having her portrait painted.
The thing I get wrong most is the distance between the eyes. So it's best if I start with the eyes and then I make everything work around it. The son and daughter, Hugh and Deirdre, it's just nice getting their perspective. I'd never get to meet her, but I suppose it's the closest I'd get to getting to know her. It's not so much about the information that's exchanged. It's more about maybe even getting a sense what they are like, because I think meeting the children just sort of gives me a sense of that family. And I suppose that will be reflective of the mother then, in a way.
It's really important that it is both the 8 contemporary scientists, which is so powerful, and to see their children here today responding to the painting as well is really special, but also the 4 original members who were elected to the Academy 70 years ago. Very powerful to see that redress of the imbalance that was there.
We know a person through their life. You live close to them. You don't notice them evolving. And looking there, I see the mum of various different ages there. You know, which is fascinating. But I like it very much.